2.
I think it's out.
I think it was the 12th. I think it came out yesterday.
Don't know, but I love that game.
Yeah, you really
That
enjoying
game's
it?
amazing. Yeah,
I mean, we really enjoyed the first one, didn't we? The episodical
yeah.
one that came out.
Yeah, so obviously that was a little bit different. Obviously the first one, yeah, like you said, was episodic, and this is just a full game with your missions. But it feels wrong to say it's more of the same, because that sounds like a derogatory term. But
it is more of the same.
it is more of the same. But that same is bloody
it's
good.
It's fun.
And
the graphics, they've enhanced the graphics quite a bit.
Yeah, but I don't really care.
I know you don't care, but it was something that I noticed quite a big amount.
Yeah, I mean, everything's improved. I mean, do you want me to just go at it here?
Yeah,
okay,
go for it.
I mean, I think the review might even be out by the time the podcast goes up.
Probably it should be.
Or at least it'll be the day after anyway. Yeah. The reason why I love Hitman 2 so much is because in the space of 30 seconds you can go from sheer panic to jubilation to a massive rise in tension to absolute agony to then sheer relief at the end of it. Like all in the space of 20, 30, 40 seconds.
Yeah.
It's a game...
You don't have to have a mass amount of time put aside to go and play a bit of Hitman.
It's a game that its world and its sandbox, it has its rules, which has its limitations.
Of course.
You know, this is not Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, where you can punch a horse in the face and then fault in the horse and all that sort of stuff. It has its limitations, but within its rules and its borders, you can just create mayhem and just havoc. In a weird way, and this has only just come to me actually a little bit, it's a bit like a more reserved Just Cause in a weird way, because that is the similar. Yeah. That has its rules.
That has its rules, but you can create a lot of havoc.
But I love these. It's such a contrast going, because I've been going a lot from Red Dead Redemption 2 to Hitman 2 quite a lot. And it's such a contrast going from this massive open world that is laggy as well.
It is a bit laggy.
Which I actually have stats for that, which I'll come on to. I'll come on to in a minute. And then going to Hitman 2, which is this smaller, more focused, more refined sandbox world with bigger levels than the first one, but they still feel like the Columbia mission. It felt like 3 missions in one,
because it was such a big world.
Yeah, there's a big level. Yeah, it's a big map.
Yeah, not world.
But I had more fun. And this sounds like I'm really ratting on Red Dead Redemption 2, but I had more fun playing that Columbia mission of Hitman 2 than I did probably 60 hours playing Red Dead Redemption 2. Like,
they're different games though.
They are different games, but just with Hitman 2, just feeling so helpless at times.
Yeah.
And it's also the contrast of holding a automatic machine gun and feeling helpless, or holding a pair of scissors and feeling like the most badass assassin in the world. Like you don't get that anywhere else.
No, you don't. No.
It's
I think they did the right thing to just bring it out around the same time. Like obviously a lot of developers have pushed their games back and that. Yeah. To be away from Red Dead.
Yeah, well I think this week in particular is the week where everyone's coming back in.
Yeah. So we've got Pokemon on Friday. Hitman obviously was yesterday as of recording.
And Fallout as well.
Fallout's tomorrow?
Well, it would be on the day this podcast goes up, so or the day
it's Tuesday today, so Hitman was Monday.
No, Hitman's today.
Was it today? I thought it was yesterday, the 12th.
No. Hitman's today. Maybe it depends what country, but
maybe.
But yeah, I've got these.
Fallout tomorrow.
I've got these lag stats.
Okay.
So this came from someone at EA actually. I forgot the gentleman's name.
So this is something you wanted this from Red Dead, was it?
Yeah, so this covers Red Dead primarily. I have stats for Red Dead, but I don't have stats for Hitman 2, but I can feel the difference. When I go back and forth between Red Dead and Hitman 2, Hitman 2 just feels so responsive. It feels like Red Dead Redemption 2 feels like I'm controlling an elephant. Hitman 2 feels like I'm controlling the bunny rabbit in Super Mario World that runs really fast. So this is lag on the time you move the stick to the response of a character on the screen.
Okay. So I've not noticed it too much personally, sorry. But I have noticed it at times. Man.
So for example, the best one in this selection of games that was experimented was Destiny 2, which was 1 frame. which is rapid.
Yeah, that is.
Which is fine. That's the first-person shooter. That's what you expect.
You expect that, yeah.
So games similar to Red Dead Redemption 2. I'll go with Spider-Man.
Yeah.
3 frames.
Okay.
Slightly
Not
different.
bad.
You're a superhero, and
Yeah.
he has to move a bit quicker. So we'll go for something that is very similar. Assassin's Creed Odyssey. 4 frames.
Okay, so slightly slower than Spider-Man, but you'd expect that because
Yeah.
of the type of
Still
game.
not too bad. Red Dead Redemption 2, 11 frames.
Wow. Yeah. That's a big difference.
Yeah. And I experimented a little bit slightly, and I don't know if it's just because I'm looking for it that I think I'm noticing it, but I'm pretty sure I can see when I move the stick and then when Arthur moves.
Yeah. I say I've only really noticed it when shooting.
Yeah.
Mostly.
It just
myself, but I've not been looking for it.
Again, it's just not good enough. It's really not. Anyway, Hitman 2.
Yeah, we're not talking about Red Dead. So.
Yeah, but
I know you wanted to segue back and just go over that a little bit.
Yeah, but Hitman 2 in contrast, it's just a wonderful game. It gives you... It's literally just a case of, here's the map we've designed, here's your targets.
Go do your thing.
Go.
Yeah.
See what happens. And even the ghost mode, the online multiplayer is good.
Yeah. I haven't tried that yet. What's that all about then?
So,
because that's completely new, isn't it?
Yeah, this is completely new. This is one of the new things for the series. It's still in beta. Or by the time I was playing, it was still in beta. So I had a few technical issues, but nothing crazy, to be honest with you. So what happens is you and your opponent are dropped into the same map.
Yeah.
Okay. Off you go. You can see the other player. Now, your worlds are actually different. So, for example, if me and my opponent decide to go to the same room and I decide to shoot up the place, in my world, all hell breaks loose. In his, it's still normal.
Still neutral and fine. Yeah.
So you have this weird parallel world thing. And the idea is basically to assassinate a target before your opponent.
Okay.
But a kill that is seen does not count.
Oh, wow. So you can't just go and shoot someone in the face?
No. You can't do that. So
it brings in the assassination and the hitman.
Yeah. And the good thing about it...
context a lot more.
The good thing about it is that the targets always change. There's always different targets.
So that's good. So you can't go and practice.
No.
That's what I was wondering, if people could go and practice and then they create their own shortcuts. And...
Yeah. The only thing you can do is learn the level at the back of your hand. I know the starting points change as well, I'm pretty sure.
But at least if you've played the levels a few times, you should be able to know where you're going from A to B, sort of thing.
Yeah, and Hitman 2 is all about that. Yeah. They'll still have the...
In Hitman, the first one was like that as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, so...
I say the first one, I mean, there's so many.
Yeah, I know. So with Hitman 2, they've still got the elusive targets that come up. But yeah, I mean, I think the game is fantastic. It's more of the same, but when IO have created a system and a rule set that is almost perfected, I think that's fine.
No point changing it, is there? If it's working and people are enjoying it.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
I know you could say the same to Rockstar about their things. Why change it?
No.
But I think theirs is getting a bit outdated now.
Yeah, you can't. I'll be honest.
I mean, since GTA 3, it's just ridiculous.
I don't think it was ever perfected. Even GTA 3 at the time that came out, there were still people who were like,